Good afternoon and welcome back to Planetcraft. I'm Natalie and I'm going to be showing you a little bit about resizing SVGs. So for this hour we're working with our Christmas frame, so this is one of the files that we've designed, and because it's created in CorelDRAW it's come through and you've got a black fill on everything. So one thing you will find when you get used to using lots of SVGs is the way that they created really does impact on how they come into canvas. So to start with, we're going to start by selecting everything, and we're going to remove the fill by taking our opacity down to 0. We're going to click up by our pen and we're going to set that to black. So now we can see that we have all our layers. So far so good.
Good afternoon to Linda and Deb.
Afternoon, Linda and Deb. So basically it works on a 12 by 12, isn't it? So there's a few little issues that we're going to have to cover. One of which being the cut area, which is this dotted line around here. So our 12 by 12 actually goes to the grey line, which extends beyond that. But if you're putting something in a frame anyway, you do tend to get a little bit of overlap with your frame. So it doesn't matter if we don't go edge to edge, just we won't be cutting that outside edge. So I'm going to start by selecting everything.
Rachel says hello and Elaine says hi.
Hello! So I'm going to go to edit, and just because I notice I'm in the wrong measurement, I'm just going to swap to millimetres. So we know the frame is 30 centimetres, so 300 millimetres.
Sarah Lou and Carol and Beatrice. If you want to say hello.
Okay, so that's resized it up to roughly our 30 centimetres, and it's going to do that from that corner, so it's still within our red line on this side. And what we're actually going to need to do is kind of rejig things over a bit. So
Ruth is back with us as well.
Hi Ruth. Who else did I miss that you were?
Carol, Sarah Lou and Beatrice. Sorry.
Hi Carol, Sarah Lou and Beatrice.
Let me just check this is actually playing because it's saying on this one it's struggling.
Okay, just while Ian's checking, I'm just going to pause for a minute.
That's what I did this morning. Yep, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, it's just your computer having
Yeah,
a...
it's just having a fit.
Okay.
I'm still getting comments and stuff.
So next we're going to go into our layers and we need to make sense of all these different things that we've got.
Downstairs this afternoon as well.
Good afternoon. So I'm going to click off so that we've got nothing selected. And then I'm going to work through and I'm going to do it element by element. So we've got these little flowers on our design. And we can always put a fill in if we want to so we can see those a bit clearer. So there's our flowers. And we can group them, because they're all going to be cut out of the same material, so by grouping them we're effectively saying, and there's our mat. So we'll call that flower layer. Shrink that up. And then we've got lots of foliage pieces here, so again we can group those. Can fill them in green. Not that I'm suggesting that we'll use green for them, because they're probably going to go gold. And we can call it foliage. Okay. So then we have these little ovals here, and that's going to be how we're going to do the layers. So I don't want to mess with those just yet. But what we do need to do is sort out all these swirls that are going around this edge here. So I'm going to go from there all the way down to the bottom. Press and hold shift. We can group so that they're all together. we can set that group to draw. So the idea being that you can use the foil quill or a nice metallic pen. And we can even set that outline to a gold colour if we want to. Which straight away makes it really easy to see what's going to draw, what's going to cut. Okay, so because we're going to be working with 12 by 12s, we know that we aren't going to be able to trim our 30 by 30. So we can actually just hide our outer cut lines. Mum! Can you message Mum, please? Oh dear, the Mac doesn't understand Do Not Disturb today. Fantastic.
Sorry. Will you put it on Do Not Disturb now?
You mean you didn't have it on Do Not Disturb? Haven't you? Okay. So next what we need to do is, if we work in our group here with our drawn elements, where we've got individual items that are overhanging, we're going to want to move those in. So if we go through and just check, so that one's a bit close to the bottom edge, so you can nudge that up without moving the whole group. And like I said, it's not going to be overly obvious. But if you do leave them there, it will throw a bit of a wobbly. Again, this needs to move right in so that outside bounding box edge is lining up with that red line. That one's not too bad. That one definitely needs to move. Just going to move that one in a little. Okay, so our bigger shapes tend to be the ones towards the middle. And our little ones tend to be the ones on the edge. Everything alright?
Yeah.
What's up? Okay. Dee dee. Dee dee dee. Oh, those should be pretty much as they need to be. And that is how you resize. So you remove your outside line because that's where you're going to be the edge of your card anyway. We've moved inwards all those elements that are going to be going off the page, so those should be okay to transfer. And then we can cut out our different pieces from different card. Is everything okay over there? So, who would like to see me put this together? Anyone?
Sarah Lou says yes, please.
So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to take out those two decorative layers so that we can see the wood for the trees.
Rachel says yes, please do.
I'm going to hide that middle oval. Now the reason I'm going to do that is so that I can be a bit cheeky and I can save a bit of material. So I can use what gets left behind to build up my layers. And I can also use that oval for something else later on.
Oh, Carol said it went black.
Oh,
It was alright my end, Carol.
is everybody else okay?
I think so. Sarah says only if Mummy doesn't need you.
Does he need me?
No, that's alright. And Tracy asked what was the question.
Well, if you wanted to see this put together was a question. Okay, so from here I'm going to export it to my machine. And it's going to come up with this little issue here saying objects that are hidden are not available to export transfer. Well, oddly enough, that's why we've hidden them. Okay, if it comes up with this one, chances are there's something that is really fractionally overlapping. But as horrible as it is, it means that it's going to fail to send that file, which is just annoying. So let's zoom in a bit. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Sarah said it was all good here and said it'd be as well.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened there, Carol.
Just going to switch to the hand tool so that I can move around the mat a little easier. I think it was before that, yeah. That one's definitely inside. That one there may be the culprit. I'll check the ones up the side too. Yep, that's inside. Well, they're truly inside. Inside. Okay, that one's very slightly.
Cheryl just asked what are the eyes for in the boxes.
Okay, the eyes in the boxes are for if something is visible. So if you can see the eye, it's on your mat and you should be able to see it. If the eye isn't there, it's hidden away. So that means that it won't transfer, you can't click on it. So if I was to turn this one off, for instance, just click on the eye, it's going to disappear. So we do that a lot when we're working with a layered file like this.
Oh, it's not your fault, Carol.
Let's try again. Hey, I must send it via the internet. Okay. What shall I go for today then? Shall I try some rose gold?
What, you going to do some foiling, eh?
Yeah. Didn't clean me, Matt.
Well, we've been busy trying to get other things to work, haven't we?
Yeah, we tried to do some soldering, but the solder wouldn't work today. So, let's...
Can you just put the camera over for you, so it's overhead? Yeah?
Yes, please.
Hopefully that should be right, because we haven't changed it. So. Oh, yep, I can see you cleaning it up. There we go. Right, so you want some rose gold today?
Yes, please.
Don't you have to stick out in the middle?
You're going to put this file up on Buy Me a Coffee after?
If they'd like me to.
Yeah, so let Ian know if you wanted to put it up on Buy Me a Coffee. If you did our Christmas workshop, you've already got this one. roller.
Don't show the lovely style.
We do like the rose gold, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to need a nice bit card. Where is it? No, not that one.
What are you looking for?
The
Shimmer topaz.
shimmery. Yeah.
Hold that.
Okay. Hold that foot. I'll flash on camera. So bear with us because we can't see comments just at the moment. There we go.
Right, it's back to seeing comments. So it says, then you bring back the eye and it says aye aye. So it says, then you bring back the eye and it says aye aye.
Aye aye.
Aye aye.
That's it's in Newcastle.
Aye, and it's aye aye. Tracy says into the rescue now. And she loves the new exporters FCM feature because then sent to shortcuts a lot, then saved as an SVG for the cricket.
It's live, this one.
And the big scissors back.
Yes. Yeah, the melted scissors.
You melted them.
Yeah, the soldering really didn't work. It would melt plastic today though. Didn't want to melt the solder, but it can melt plastic. The windows are well ventilated, I hasten to add. So there aren't very many times when I would go full coverage with the foil like that.
Stack size as well. That's what we'll have to cut.
Now, what?
Tape.
What we are going to want to do. It's very slightly off. There we go.
Use the strong stuff.
Yeah, because I'm going to be going on to my mat and under my rollers. So. Now I only want to just catch the edge of the foil so that we're not losing too much of our foiling area. Okay, we'll go there. Turn your work, it'll make it easier.
Yeah, I'm just tucking over that edge because I'm straight.
Okay. So when we're applying tape or app magnets, you want to go opposites. So.
And do you want me to start heating a colour?
Yes please, go for a bold I think today.
Bold. Big, bold and beautiful.
So we do have an idea for a way of actually making this easier, don't we?
We do, we're just waiting for the
Feedback.
man with a plan.
Yeah.
We've got another
So
pencil.
if you do have dexterity issues, then we'll have a solution for you. And it's going to be interesting because it's very slightly out of my registration. I might just take a little bit of that tape off like so, just to get those dots back. love the sound that
yes, that is the size you'll be getting in the Christmas boxes. That is also one of the foils that is there as well. No, it's not a Jean foil. This is one of our foils that we are sending out in the Christmas packs.
Yeah, this is our own, isn't it? Sourced
yeah,
and
this is our own source in the UK that we've sourced for the foil packs.
okay. Now this could be interesting. Please behave, machine. There we go. Hey, I'm good. So,
You can see the shine on the roof on that.
there we go.
Turn that under stream
Pull
so
that
you can
down
make
off
sure
you.
it's on there.
Oh, that's still a little bit off. There we go. Come on. Yeah, these are even better than jeans, I think. But that's my personal opinion. So, okay. I'm going to go to draw. Pressure -3. Are you okay there, dear?
Yeah.
Is it not going in for you?
Doesn't end of the old as usual, yeah.
Will you be selling after the festivities? Yes. Yes, the plan is that we want to get all the colours in stock eventually. Just because I'm a bit full obsessed anyway.
But yes, once we've done the festivities stock, then we'll be possibly doing smaller packs, won't we?
Yes.
Because the festivities one was a bit of a special one, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But we have enough.
More than enough packs. Because it's a huge roll.
I think we get 400 sheets out of each roll, don't we?
Yeah.
Did I say? Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go start. Because it's got Carl's adapter on it, we just have to tell it twice. Yeah, they're big rolls. Pricey but big.
To be honest, for how much you get, they're not pricey.
Well, yeah, if you compare it to like how much that you get charged for like your foil quill sheets.
Yes. But yes, my response when they told me how long the roll was probably, if you see in my face, it was quite a picture, I would imagine. You can do it at the size you want, but the roll is this long. How long? Wow.
Yep. So the packs at the moment have gunmetal, the white matte, the rose gold that's on them at the moment, a nice silver and a nice gold.
And they own 10 sheets of each, aren't they?
Yes. That's the gift box ones.
That's the gift box ones, yeah.
And then we've put them up on Buy Me a Coffee, so if you still want to purchase, you can do. Haven't you?
Yeah.
Ian's giving me that look of, huh?
How long? It's 122 metres per roll.
Yeah.
So when you're cutting that into 30.5 or 305 millimetres squares,
Yeah, I'm going to do that on your cutting that.
what on that one back there? And bring it back over here and do it.
Yeah. Or might use my A3 one actually. Just so I've got the length.
Yeah, that would be telling. Don't give out trade secrets like that.
We'll have to work out a retail price for if we did the roll though, won't we?
For a roll's worth.
Yeah. The 5 rolls came to 3 figures, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's buying your trade as well though, so.
Yeah. So hence we wanted to make sure that we had enough people ordering before we ordered them. And why we can't stock all the colours straight away.
Do you know what the most expensive was?
The white. Yeah. Yeah, because originally we were going to put in the white, we were going to put one of these special effects ones and then 3 metallics, weren't we?
Who's that just said hi? That's Sally-Ann.
Hi Sally-Ann! But,
So angle that down a bit more so they can see the foil. Because then you can say to Sally-Ann, this is one of the foils that you're going to get in your pack when we send it.
So this is the rose gold that's on there at the moment.
Because Sally-Ann's ordered the foil pack.
Mm-hmm. They are quite heavy actually. So shipping will probably be problematic.
Don't they have a...
What are you looking for?
Colour charts?
They were over there, but they seem to have
Gone.
ground eggs and
Because I'm sure, although we have them from the UK one, I think they have
an Australian branch.
they have overseas branches, so
I don't know what you've done with them.
I love the way I've done something with them.
Yeah, but you used them to do the orders, didn't you?
No.
Did you not?
No.
Okay. Can't have gone that far then.
It could be under this, because...
They were down.
Back maybe? Perhaps they've gone behind it and there's a... Oh, they're here. It's alright, I'll have a look. Go on. I'm just holding this one.
There we go. Do you want me to open it for you?
There we go. I get it. So there's one in... Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands.
Have the posters been sent yet? Yes, they went in a big batch yesterday.
Yeah, all the posters went out yesterday, so they should be with you either today or tomorrow. They all went first class, so...
Unless you're in the States, in which case they'll take a little longer.
Yeah, they said 6 days for the Australian ones. I'd assume the same for
US.
6 to 10 days.
Oh, Linda's got hers already! God blimey, that was quick! They only went like yesterday afternoon, wasn't it, when you did it?
Yesterday morning.
Was it yesterday morning?
But even so, they wouldn't have gone till post yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Did Sally-Ann...
I'll have to look on my chart, Sally-Ann. Which is
Put it this way, I hope you did, because the canvas posters sold out. So if we get any more orders, we'll have to do another run.
We did what we thought would be enough when they went, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they'd sold out by...
No, the last one went on yesterday, about Sunday night.
Yeah.
Who else said they got that? Delcy.
Yeah. Oh, see, look, you can call Sally and Sally.
Force a habit, says Sally Ann's. Doesn't sound right, Sally.
Oh dear, you got the devil in you today.
When this is finished, I'll check to see if, what Sally ordered. Being the post today or tomorrow anyway. So.
Yeah. That's similar to my trouble name, that is. Very, very similar.
Well, it's taking its time today. 5 minutes yet. So any questions whilst we're stood here? Yeah, can you hold that and I'll find out if...
yeah. I did wonder why you were holding on to it.
Because, well... Give me a sec. That one.
We're going to have to get a frame to put this in there.
12 by 12. I haven't got one at the moment, have we?
No. Not unless I pinch the one out of the dressing room.
Yeah, you could do. Are we going to have a white Christmas?
Oh, least it could do is snow, as my mum said the other day.
We are. There will be a Plannercraft stream going out on Christmas Day.
Yes. Yes.
It's not going to be live. It will be recorded, but there is a.
Yep, so if there's something particular you'd like to see us do Christmas Day, then let us know, because that's going out on Crafting with All Brands.
So Sally, you just ordered the canvas one.
That's what she asked, isn't it?
Yes, she asked, did she order it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Carol said, what was I trying to solder? We were trying to add the LED strips into the card that we made earlier, weren't we?
Yes.
And we got everything else perfect, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't solder the power connection. So it had done the RGB absolutely fine, but the power did not want to stick, did it?
No. Jen got her poster today as well.
Yay! Hopefully you're finding them helpful. I got you to check it all over, didn't I?
I've still got the SDX one. Yes, we've still got some SDX ones if you want an SDX one. If you pop on to buy me a coffee, then the SDX one is on there.
And the CM.
Yeah, got CM and the SDX. Well, they're all still on there at the moment, but
well, yeah. If we get some more orders, then we can
we'll
get more canvas.
Yes, I have 10 DX ones and 15 CMs left.
Nearly done. Can't see who that's. Jen. There we go.
Yeah, and I'll have an SDX close to 2, please. Yep, so if you, like I said, if you just popped on to buy me a coffee and go to the extras, they are listed in there. Do that and then I'll get those sent out to you.
So they're not a total replacement for book 1, are they? But they're like a prompt sheet.
I'll take that out for you. So.
Okay. Oh, naughty little escapey star. There's a couple bits it's missed, but that's down to my error. Oh, there's a crinkle on this one.
Do you want to keep it in the machine, do you?
No, it can come out. I'll unload it because I've got to get the masking tape off.
That's why I asked if you. So you finished foiling it?
Yeah.
So if we lift that up just a little bit, just to be able to see.
So don't throw your foil away, even if you've done it designed like this where it goes all the way over your page. You can still use it on things like your alcohol ink painting, anything that you can apply a quickie glue pen to. Oh, taking the roasting bit again.
No, you've not missed a new book yet, sorry, you're alright.
I will have it going absolutely everywhere as soon as it's done. It's probably where your Zig pen was. So there you go. You've got. Hopefully that's catching it. There we go. Nice.
Do you want me to come back and press a button in a minute?
What we'll do very quickly. I'm just going over where we've got a few little bits that have just lifted when we've taken the foil off the top.
Jen, that's what's the new book?
The new book is all about designing cut files. So it covers Illustrator, Affinity Designer, Inkscape and now CorelDRAW.
And so that's a really lovely background. Love the rose gold foil.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Especially on that paper, because you're already using a speciality paper, anything else you've then applied to it looks so much more special. Okay. So now we can go OK, and I can go to cut, and we can just do our 2 ovals. And I'm going to go with just the standard blade for this one. So I'm just going to pop my pressure back down, means we were using the vinyl blade earlier. Okay, and we'll go start.
What card is it? The card is White Topaz Shimmer from Lime Tree Crafts. It's 250 GSM, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
But yes, so the new book goes from explaining what a vector is and how it works, right from dot to dot, through to how you can play with text, how you can create borders and frames, how you can share elements between designs and things like that. That's cool.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. I'm just going to check that's all cut okay. That looks promising. So, okay, I'm very careful, I'm going to try and take some of that. So, because you've got something that is fairly close to the edges, so you just want to be a bit careful when you're removing that edge. So that you don't crease it too much. There we go. So if you wanted to, you could also do like a separate copy of that line that you could foil so that you've got a border around the edge, especially if you're working with the bold tip. So we have a frame for one of our layers. And then we have an oval that we can use for something else, or we could use on the gift box if you really want to go all out for your wrapping. Okay, so next, what colour shall I go in?
I don't know.
I was picturing red. So let's see what. That one would have been nice, but I'm going to bullshit. Let's try that.
Oh, it's a deep red.
It's a deep red. Okay. So let's stick on to that. And
Just place photos so you can show what you said.
yes, please.
Okay, save video.
Okay. So this time we don't need all the swirls, so we can turn those off. So if we shrink up that group, we can hide it. And we can lose the biggest oval and put the next one in. Like so. And the smallest oval I'm going to take out too. Now, the temptation is at this point that you might go on automatically drag that to a corner. No, you're going to leave it right there. And I'm going to go and send that to the machine. I'm going to go home. Okay. And pull the data back down off the internet.
Let me swap camera for you. There
Oh,
go.
have you not swapped?
I have now. We're back on you.
Okay, so I'm going to go okay.
Or do you want to move it up just a little bit? You're just off.
Am I?
Yeah.
A bit better. Let me see if I can get it to...
That's it. That's lovely.
Can you see the screen or not?
Better before, I think.
Okay.
You can't really see it, but I think it's going to be one of them days, I think.
It's because we're starting to lose the light.
Yeah.
So, well, let's go back next. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could actually foil a verse onto that oval. So, because I haven't got one set up in the document, I won't show you that today, but that's certainly an option that you could go for. Or if you have a stamped image, you could go for that instead.
Sarah's found her Tim Holtz long-handled scissors, which is lost, or long scissors she's lost.
Hey!
They were hiding with a chocolate stash. I need one of those.
What, a chocolate stash?
Yeah.
Okay. So, begin. Go for this one. And let's take off our oval. So again, I have to use your imagination a little bit for the verse, because I haven't decided what I'm going to put yet. Let's go for a slightly different shade of red. Yeah, let's go for that one. Okay, so back to display please, Ian.
Okay.
So I can put my flower layer back on. Now bear in mind that this is grouped at the moment, so that means that when it goes to the machine you can't ungroup it, you're going to end up having them scattered across the mat. So what I would do is, if we click on our group, we go to duplicate, we can hide our previous layer, so that way we're keeping a reference for where our flower should go, and we can actually ungroup our flowers. So that's Control Shift G or Command Shift G, and then we can actually send those and move them around on the machine as well.
Okay, did I ask you how to turn my phone into a stamp? I did ask you.
You did.
I said it wasn't easy.
Yeah, yeah. I was in a foggy haze of painkillers at the time, I think. Right, to turn it into a stamp you have a couple of options. You can do it as a digi-stamp and use it that way. Or if you want a physical stamp, then you are going to be wanting to either get the kit to do it yourself, so that's where you're using silicone and UV to actually set your stamp, as one idea, or you need to find somebody who will make it for you. So that's a case of smiling sweetly at Leslie usually.
Any mum's joined us this afternoon? Or?
Afternoon, Mum. Troublemaker.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Meanie.
So I'm going to go home. Retrieve data from the internet. So now we can actually take our flowers and move them up to this corner if we want to. Or we can just go to that button there. So this is how we can start to lay things out to save us space. If we go like that, it's going to put them all in one nice neat row. If we do this one, it's going to top and tail occasionally if it feels like it. So you can see just there, it's just going to have done that. And that one on this occasion isn't going to do very much. So we'll go okay, okay, and cut. Only teasing, by the way, Mum.
It'll upset them as you won't be watching them.
Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending with this one, I think. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to go. Can you flick back to the display? You know, oh, Ian. Come on, ladies, time off.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said.
So, I'm going to delete the duplicate. And I'm going to turn on my foliage. So again, you can see we've got lots of overlapping shapes. So if we were to send that to the machine, it's going to do quite literally and cut through everything. So you're just getting lots of random pieces. So again, we can duplicate. And we'll hide our old group. And we'll ungroup this one. Okay. There we go. And again, we don't need to move it in here, we can always do it on the machine and let the machine do it. Now I'll show that again just because Ian forgot to change over to camera.
You can tell me.
Okay. In there.
Okay, Sally.
What's that?
Sally paid international. But
Ah.
so buys a coffee with it instead.
Okay. I thought you might get something snuck in the envelope. Make up for the extra postage.
I've changed over here this time.
Okay. So. Here's our flowers. And I'm going to go for the last sheet of our rose gold. There we go. Another pack of cards.
It's not like we don't have enough.
You sure?
We're all saying squeak, squeak, squeak for your chair.
I know. It's really.
I don't even know which bit's squeaking now because I tightened it all up the other day.
Yeah, that's what rules me. Okay. So. Put that there. So I'm going to go. Okay. Home. Reprieve. Runs loud. So there's our mess of foliage. And the button that I was using before was that I was showing you these through here. So you've got keep up at the same orientation what it's at when you first bring it in. You can do a top and tail, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. And then we've got rotators needed. Now this one does take a bit longer to think about, but it's usually the one that saves you the most amount of material, so you can see straight away that it's all nice and organised and keeping your waste to a minimum. Now one thing I would say is, because I'm working with an A4 piece of paper, that some things may just need to move in a little, so I'm just going to take that from there and just bring that in and down a bit. And everything else should be okay. I'm okay with that. So if we go okay, and cut. Now, as we said earlier, because we're using a memory card and it's detailed, I'm going to change blade. So I'm going to my vinyl blade. You're tightening me up. Oh dear.
I want people to think I'm not doing my job.
So I'm going to take that down to my spine, which is where we were earlier. And let's go. Stop. Oh, I might just take the speed up a notch though. 11 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the speed up a notch. 7 minutes.
That's better. People can ask questions.
Okay. I'll move off the chair, shall I?
No, stay on it, because at least if you're on it.
I can't see comments then, though. Okay, so let's move that bit so you can see. Can I go and check comments now?
No.
No.
Yeah, go if you want to.
Hang on. We're on overhead, aren't we? I can do it this way. There we go. Oh. Yay, we got an idiot on Twitch.
I really blocked it. It should disappear because I blocked him.
No, it's still showing at the moment.
Just tell people to ignore it, it should disappear on mine.
When you take the foil, what part of the mat must you not cover? Okay, so if you look at the mat the right way up, you've got some squares right at the very top. Those you don't want to cover. And on the CMs, it's the little dots. They're basically what tells the machine what mat you're putting in, whether it's a 12 by 12 or a 12 by 24, if it's a scan mat, if it's, it says the brother, if it's the low tack or the standard tack.
Try that.
Hey! Mousey gone! Oh. Is it me or is it very warm?
It is very warm. Heat's rushed on from the sun, isn't it?
I don't know.
Touch the radiator. Yep, heating's on. your hand on that radiator.
Hang on.
It is. Trust me, that radiator's hot.
I think our thermostat's working the wrong way round. Yep, you can cover pretty much anything apart from those 2 dots at the top on the CM and the squares on the DX. So if ever you get a Artistics mat that doesn't load on a CM, usually it's because the dots have smudged.
Oh, it's because you're on that screen, that's why it will be still showing. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, the Twitch one shouldn't have come up. I did take it out, so. Finish says she didn't either.
Oh, my mat's down there. Messy mat.
Messy mat, yeah. The other day, wasn't it, when you chucked it down?
Well, it was when everything fell off the desk. Okay. Would start down the bottom though, wouldn't it? Just be awkward.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to grab a little blending brush and if I move the camera that way, hopefully you can see what I'm doing at least a little bit. So I'm using some Distress ink in Fire Brick.
Not really. Oh look, you've got streamlines open it then.
There we go.
That's better.
So I'm just going to go very lightly on the tips of the flowers.
Can't find the rose gold?
Who can't find the rose gold?
Sally.
What, in the Craft Perfect on tonic?
I don't know.
So this won't be a dark red, but it's just going to deepen that colour right on those edges. Make it look a little bit more 3D, even a bit more. Thanks for that, machine. Okay, so I just want to check that that's cut before I load it. Well, it actually looks like it has.
The rose gold is not lime tree, it's tonic, isn't it?
Yeah, tonic craft perfect. So, just pop that there for a minute. Hopefully you can see a bit better then.
High gloss mirror card, rose platinum.
It's the burnished rose and it's the satin rather than the high gloss.
Oh.
So it's a bit more subtle than your typical mirror card. I have got another packet, I think.
Yeah, the lime tree was the white. It's from Lime Tree Craft.
Yeah, the topaz shimmer. It's one of our favourite cardstocks, that, because it colours nicely too if you're using like alcohol markers on it. You still get a shimmer through it. Okay. What's up?
Carol, SEM has started cutting some shapes out of the card but won't cut through the same shape on the same line and a piece of card. So I have to cut it out by hand. Don't notice that some are not cut through before taking off machine.
Next time you do a cut, Carol, just keep a note of where you've set your blade to and see if it starts moving. So like, for instance, if you've set it to, let's say 5 and it finishes at 4, then we just need to put a little bit of PTFE tape on it. And that will solve that issue. If it's not that, usually what I find it's just that the blade depth is just very slightly off, like half a mark. So usually I just pop it up a half and then it's fine. Okay. Hey there, one last one to do. And I'll clean your fingers. No matter how careful you go, you're still glinky. Just try and use what's left on the mat. There we go.
Burnished rose, you say it was?
Yeah. So there's our petals. I was thinking I'll have a vaporwave, but not like I've got one to hand. So let's get a little bit of water.
There you go. There's a link to the paper that we're looking at. If I was looking at the blade, it stayed on the same number.
Okay, pop it up half a mark then, and that should fix it.
So increase your blade depth by about half a half.
Half a half, yeah.
Oh, Lena said thanks for the tip about the tape. Just had that problem. My blade started at 7 and ended up at 5.
Yep, it's it tends to happen even more so with holders where the label's been changed, but even with mine that hasn't, it does get there eventually. Probably had to do mine, what, three times in its lifetime?
It's not doing bad, is it?
No, so if I very gently unscrew mine, so you can see, you just wrap it round. And then that's just enough tension then to just stop it going round and round. And the reason we say PTFE is there's no adhesive in it, so there's nothing that's going to clog up your holder or damage your blade. So I'm going to take it back past 12 and then back to there, so I know I'm in the right place. Okay, let's get my foliage off my mat.
Did you show where to put the PTFE?
Yeah, round the screw thread.
Okay.
There is a video where we did it, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's up on the YouTube channel and it's also on our Instagram as well. It's a really old video that we did, wasn't it, that one?
The first ones we did with the CM, wasn't it?
Yeah. Going back sort of a good couple of years. Should really make Ian do this, really, for making my mat so sticky. Once it starts, hopefully, it's just like getting it started.
Apparently the STX blade holder does it as well, so it might be worth
doing the same for that one. Yeah. Haven't had that yet with the DX one, to be fair. You can see why I recommend getting metal spatula as opposed to the plastic one that comes with the machine, because it's just easier for getting underneath. Like so. There we go. And the next one.
Carol's got to go, so say bye to Carol.
Hi Carol! Don't forget to catch up because you've got the file for this one. Okay. Then we've got a nice big section here.
As you bought one last week.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a cricket one. Just any metal. Spatula will do. Okay. And I always tend to start from the biggest section as well, rather than starting with the finest. Yeah. Just pop out the two little waste bits that are sticking there. Okay. This is why you shouldn't tack him mat as much as what he did. Be a lot quicker. And occasionally it's quicker to just bend the mat. Okay. That's fun. Up we come. Okay. Now to bring my layers back in. So I have my red layer, and you can build these up with foam tabs if you want to. or you can keep them nice and flat. The choice is yours.
I'm never going to live it down. No, you're absolutely right.
Our frame, so you can see that by doing that we're making sure that our pattern lines up.
It's alright, I ribber as well, so.
Yeah, he does. I give as good as I get, put it that way. Oh dear.
She knows I have to say one word to me. Go, oh, are you ever going to let that go?
Which one would that be, darling? Okay. So, can you just pop it up on the
I don't know, can I?
Okay, so we've got our main leaf going up that way. Can you just put the flowers on too? So I can see where the flowers go. Okay, so we've got that one's going to go up there. Then that one is going to go up that way. That one goes over there. This one goes down here, like so. And that one goes up in that section there. This one goes a bit further back. And that. And that one goes kind of just in there. Then we have our flowers. So what I'll do is I'll shape these off stream anyway. So one of those will go up there. Then we've got a little set of 3 down here. One there. And one up there. And like so. And that's our frame. Ta-da! From start to finish, not bad. So if you wanted to, even because as I've put this together, you could still do like a smaller oval using offset to put your verse in. So you haven't got to think, oh, I'm not going to stick that together because I haven't done the verse yet. You can always go in that a little bit smaller and bring that back forward.
Tracy says beautiful and Rachel says that's beautiful, thank you.
That's okay. I just want to see everybody else's now.
Yeah.
So Tracy, Sarah Lou, Deb, Carol, Rachel all have access to this, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm missing somebody. Monica.
Monica.
Sorry, Monica. And everybody else, if you are interested in the file, let us know and we can put it up on Buy Me a Coffee. So take care for now, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11 when we will be doing
Something.
something
craft related.
Yes, I think the plan is to do vinyl, isn't it?
Possibly.
Yeah. So we will try and do some vinyl tomorrow.
Where is the file now? It's part of the Winter Wonderland that we did.
Yeah, that you all had access to on Dropbox.
Yes. It's also in the design team folder if you want to.
Yeah.
Percentages might make it smaller for a card.
Yes. Yes, the whole plan of it was that it could scale. So originally it was designed for an 8x8 frame. So if you're going to do it on an 8x8 card, it should be perfect.
Yeah. And so Lou said, "Bye, great job, thank you."
Okay. So I will pop that together and then we can take a picture of that one and the other one once I've got the soldering done. Maybe. Flipping thing. Okay. So take care and